Well, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in the foothills of the Los Angeles National Forest makes for a perfect Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, y'all. Do you.
What are you bringing to the table? I'm not bringing nothing to the table, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
Don't care what I'm wearing.
After this interlude from Shira 7 in her smash new hit single Still Can't Fuh, Lizzo sings this chorus. Don't care what I'm wearing, you still can't. Take me to dinner, you still can't. I'm in your section, you still can't. Send me a bottle, you still won't. It's a nice car, but you still can't. NBA draft, you still can't. You made the playoffs, you still can't. Call me a S and you still won't. A sentiment that's mirrored by quite a number of women in the modern day.
You need to view all men as disposable because in the grand scheme of things, all men are disposable.
I absolutely hate when y'all say there's a man out there that can do any and everything under the sun for you. They're all ugly!
This is not me saying that you should disregard people's humanity. Men, in the context of flirting and dating,
they're all ugly! I refuse!
They're disposable. Every single one of them.
Remember this, girls. None of you can be first, but all of you can be next.
Maybe it's because of my age, or maybe it's because of my time in Japan, or maybe it's a bit of both, but I've learned the importance of humility, and that's why I can't help but see folly in young ladies on the internet making a big scene of not needing any help, that they can do it all by themselves, especially in a climate that's like this.
The unemployment rate for new college grads has recently surged, and some economists say businesses are now replacing entry-level jobs with artificial intelligence. Here's CBS's Ali Bauman.
Front gate, front gate.
22-year-old Michael Macaluso just earned his degree in mechanical engineering from the University of Connecticut.
You all good?
But this summer, he's back helping manage his hometown pool. He hasn't found a job in his field despite applying for nearly 200 positions.
Did you have any expectations about what the job market would be like when you graduated?
I was told by a lot of people that I was going to get a job right out of college, and then all of a sudden, there's no jobs.
New research finds now, for the first time ever, the unemployment rate among recent college graduates has exceeded the national unemployment rate, ballooning to 6.6% over the past 12 months. Oxford Economics' Matthew Martin.
This kind of goes against what you would expect. Those with higher educational attainment usually have better employment prospects than those with less educational attainment.
Martin's team believes companies are eliminating formative entry-level jobs, the work handed over to artificial intelligence. Tech companies are leading the way.
AI is permeating every aspect of our lives.
I think now we're entering a most dangerous time for the quote-unquote non-select group of guys in the history of dating that I can remember.
This is a dangerous time for you.
For someone like Lizzo, she's always going to either believe she has value or she's going to feign that she has value. But men that are young, that are being told that they are indispensable, that no woman is going to want them, that you need to make X amount of money before you can date, those men are very vulnerable for no other reason than this simple one.
When you will be tempted by the dark side of the Force.
You don't understand how valuable you are. Or better yet,
look, she didn't like me, okay? I'm in a fool of myself. You're so money and you don't even know it.
You're so money and you don't even know it. You're so money and you don't even know it.
I'm not in a position to cast aspersions on Lizzo because we live in a free society and she's an empowered woman. She can make the music that she chooses to. But the facts on the ground remain the same. She is a woman in her 40s and she's coming off of extensive weight loss. That said, she still feels that she's in a position to qualify or disqualify men from the ultimate prize of, I guess, there's access to her body, I suppose. That said, however, what this is a reminder of is not that those men aren't valuable, but in her position, she feels a need, along with the followers of her music, to remind those guys of how valuable they are not, which is an actual statement to how valuable those guys actually are. Or better said,
you're so money and you don't even know it.
Hey, look what I made, look what I made, look what I made. Don't you wish I was bringing you plates like this? Because I'm still looking for a man. So you need to come plug your game up to my TV. The food will be ready by 7:30 every night. And I need to be put through that mattress by 9 p.m. Okay, I don't ask for much.
You're so money and you don't even know it.
Thanks for dinner. Would you like to come inside for some dessert?
Sweets, high glycemic index.
Well, okay. Would you want to come inside for some coffee or tea?
No way. Caffeine? This late? I'll be up all night.
Okay, well, if you change your mind, my back door will be open for you later.
Really? That is so unsafe for a young woman.
Listen, dude, I just need some...
You're so money and you don't even know it.
Know that I need something in my stomach.
No favor, right? No favor, then.
You give me some food, I eat that.
You're so money and you don't even know it.
Shout out to all the black men this 4th of July, grilling like it's the Olympics, dodging aunties, asking when you're settling down, and still looking like a whole snack in the 90-degree weather. Sir, you are the reason this country still has flavor. Happy 4th of July. Now hand me the ribs and a drink before I faint, baby.
You're so money and you don't even know it.
I want a husband. I'm giving myself 365 days to do so. I will not be single by this time next year. I'm not doing it. I'm done. I completely 100% give up on being single. I'm so ready to be a freaking wife. I want somebody to make breakfast for in the morning. I want someone to actually talk to about my set. I had a killer set. I had a good night, and I want to share that with somebody.
I have the high ground. We're all Star Wars fans here. We know what happened after Obi-Wan said, I have the high ground. A young, brash Anakin attempted to challenge that position, and well, in an environment where a woman such as Lizzo is essentially telling guys that can take her to dinner, guys that can send her a bottle at a club, a guy that has a nice car, a guy that was drafted in the NBA, a guy who made the playoffs, all are not worthy of her. Those guys might have an idea of their value that's related to her not validating them as opposed to their actual value. The reason why I want to make this particular video is to remind those guys, first, how long 20 years is, because it's going to take you 20 years to raise a child. But the second thing is, if you are trying to get your value based on the outside, you're not going to get it, because there is so much smoke and mirrors in this climate right now. And that's simply because of one simple reason.
Know that I need something in my stomach.
No.
It's safe to say that we use artificial intelligence these days without even knowing we're using it, from many of the apps that we're using to even the AI apps that we choose to use on purpose. In 2020, the World Economic Forum saw that 97 million jobs will be in growing demand by 2025, and here we are. But it also said that 87 million jobs will be in decreasing demand. Data entry clerks, administrative secretaries, accounting, bookkeeping, payroll clerks, auditors, assembly factory workers. You can look down the list, and the question you have to ask yourself is, are many of the young ladies that have been discounting me or are discounting me on the blue side of this list or on the brown side of it? Because simply put, if you are in a situation where you're trying to get someone that is valuable to believe that they are less valuable, are you going to tell them the truth about themselves, or are you going to get them to sell low? Because really, when I see what I see in today's society, especially with songs like the one Lizzo is singing, she's essentially singing an anthem for young ladies to try and dupe men that have good, secure places in society. They have maybe a very decent apartment. They have their transportation in order. They have a lifestyle that is relatively comfortable. But if you tell that guy he's a loser, he's going to overperform in order to get someone to choose him. When instead what he should really understand is that he's in a position that's very enviable and he should act accordingly. If anything else, I would like for young guys that see this video to understand that your value is not based on what you have accomplished up until today. It's more about what you are able to accomplish if you put your nose to the grindstone and grind for 5, 10, 15 years. Heck, 6 months. Because our value is one that is growing, because our value is not in beauty. It is in production. And as long as men are seen as producers, human doings, then a young lady, either in America or anywhere on this planet, should see your value based on what you can do, not on any of the outside things, as in what you can buy or what she feels about you. And trust me, you're money and you don't know it until you go overseas, and then you'll really see the answer. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below. I'll catch you next video. Take care.